Ladies and gentlemen, the thumbs are up. We do have a bride. So please, if you're able, we'd be upstanding. Welcome you to the bar. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right. So you can stand a wee bit closer. It's fine. So it's all good. You're getting married. Everything's fine. Yeah. Ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name's Alan Barr. I'm a marriage officer with Independent Humanist Ceremonies, and I've got the huge honour in conducting Hannah and Sam's wedding here this afternoon. Now, before we kind of kick into things properly, I should probably introduce you to our wonderful wedding party today. And this is in Sam and Hannah's own words, so if you imagine them saying this, just in case it sounds a bit weird when I'm talking about my relationship with these guys, and also for liability issues, just to get them out of the way. Joanna is our joint best person. She's been one of our closest friends since we started going out and has always supported us as a couple. She's a hugely positive influence and has always encouraged us to be the best we can be as individuals. Our groomsmen today are George and Angus, Sam's original summer school/uni friends. And about them, Sam says, we first met during the summer of 2012 when we were all beginning our lives away from home at the University of Aberdeen. George is a seriously funny guy who can think up puns or jokes quicker than most stand-up comedians. Always up for a laugh, and if you need to know anything about rugby or why on earth the referee blew the whistle, he's your guy. And Angus took us all under his motherly Mother Goose wings at university. A real top-class gentleman who's always up for a good chat and makes the most killer food you can imagine, and you can always rely on Angus for good scran. Now, over to Hannah's bridesmaids. Beth, where's Beth? I've got wee arrows pointing because everyone went different ways. Beth, my little sister, best pal, gig buddy, rational thinker, good advice giver, and maker of mean margaritas. She's brainy, brilliant, and bold, although tough to beat at Mario Kart. Lindsay, my big sister, an amazing mum of Xander, Cheska, and Nate. You can count her love in loaves of bread or packets of crisps consumed by us in our house over the years. She is charismatic, genuine, and we know she will always have our backs. Sarah. Where is Sarah? Hi, Sarah. Sarah is Sam's 20. Sarah is probably the coolest person we have in our lives. She helped to advise Sam on up-levelling his fashion sense and haircut before he went to uni. Who knows what would have happened without her. She's I almost said expensive, expressive, and cares. Yeah. She's expressive and cares so much about her family, friends, and the world she lives in. And Kirsty, who's Kirsty? Sorry. Kirsty is one of my best school friends out of our close-knit girl gang of 5. She's an inspirational, hard-working, and selfless woman, and I'm very grateful to have spent my high school years being weird with her. And of course, I'm sure you'll all have noticed the exceptional job being done by these guys' nieces and nephews the ring bearer Xander and page boy Nate, and flower girls Cheska and Willow. Hannah and Sam told me they're all awesome, smart, kind, silly, and funny, and they're super proud to be one of your aunties and uncles. And incidentally, just for the absence of doubt, if you see any of the young team around later on, anything less than a fiver is completely unacceptable. I made a wee promise to Xander there that I'd get him loaded. But what a fantastic, staggeringly attractive bunch, and I think they deserve a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now, unfortunately, not everyone who Hannah and Sam would want to be here is here. I know those people are very, very much in their thoughts today. But it does, of course, mean a huge amount to both of them that all of you are here and able to share in their big day. And no matter how long or short your journeys have been to get here, these guys want you to know just how much they appreciate that the effort that you've all gone to join them on their wedding day. You're all looking smiley, fabulous, and clearly in the mood to celebrate and have a fantastic afternoon, evening, all-nighter, weekend, or whatever this becomes in Killern on such a beautiful day. Now, Hannah and Sam have decided to have a wedding ceremony that reflects how they feel and their belief in loving and respecting one another. So our wee ceremony today, quite rightly, is about the things that bring us together in life, rather than the things that can sometimes get in the way and divide us. They've decided to celebrate their relationship in a way that is personal and special to them, reflecting who they are as people and how they wish to live their lives. Today is intended to be light, relaxed, and informal, as informal as it gets with flowing wedding dresses and snappy kilt outfits. But really, to make this a day for Sam and Hannah to remember fondly for the rest of their lives. And now, before I rabbit on anymore, Sam's sister Roseanne has kindly and very bravely agreed to say some words for us.
I have a lovely little poem to read. You Are the Bubbles by Rachel Bright. Together, you are the bubbles in one another's champagne. The morning sun through a window, the breaking of a smile. Together, you are the one donut in a bag with more jam than all the others. That photo where everyone looks great. The know all the words, sing out of tune chorus of your favourite song. Together, you are the beginnings of a big idea. The twinkly bits that hang in the sky after the fireworks go bang. The cold, thin air at the top of a mountain. The only two people in a crowded room. Together, you are that unforgettable day of the holiday. An accidental adventure. Chocolate chip. The last 2 pages of your favourite book. A barbecue with friends. The spray of the sea. The nose of the cheese. A kiss, a hug, a hold my hand. A decision which, looking back, will seem to be the most excellent one you've ever made. Together, you are the bubbles. The unburstable bubbles of the very best things in life. The only things any of us ever really need.
Thank you very much, Roseanne. That was lovely. It's a good one. It's much harder than it sounded. You did very, very
well. Oh, very well.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you make of these 2 wee smashers? Don't they look drop dead gorgeous, everyone? Yes. Now, Hannah and Sam aren't just 2 new individuals coming together, but a couple strengthening their bond, celebrating a continuing partnership, their love for one another, and the life and time that they're lucky enough to share together. So every single one of us here this afternoon, we all have our own different love stories. Some of them will be much longer, some shorter, some unwritten. Probably some absolute horror stories dotted around in here as well. But Hannah and Sam's is just getting to the juicy bit, so they've asked me to share a little bit of their story with you just now. These 2 have known each other for about 11 and a half years now. This definitely doesn't fall into the whirlwind category of wedding. They were both in the first semester of their first year at uni. Joanna was going out with Sam's flatmate and had made a couple of soft introductions. And Sam and Hannah had even danced together at a ceilidh before they knew who each other was. Now, Joanna had what sounds amazing. She had a jungle-themed fancy dress party for her 18th birthday. It does sound like the perfect party. Now, at first glance, it did look like Sam hadn't been particularly inventive with his fancy dress, and he had put on a plain black morph suit and one of the kind of coverall skin-tight things. Hannah approached him, understandably asked what it was he was dressed up as, albeit she did ask in a slightly swearier way than that. But Sam told Hannah that he was dressed as a leech. So it all makes perfect sense now, and the ice was broken, and he also went from the worst possible costume to the best one. Straight away. Now they shared a few shots of tequila and started chatting and laughing away quite the thing. There was definitely a little spark which had flickered between them.
No, sorry, I just...
There was definitely a little spark which had gone off, and shortly after the party, they agreed to meet up properly and go out on a date. They met and went out to Zizi's in Aberdeen for some nice food and a few drinks. Hannah was trying her best to act all sophisticated by ordering grilled chicken and green beans instead of the calzone that was absolutely what she really wanted. And of course, Sam had on his standard cool guy suit jacket, which he would wear on every single date, even if it was absolutely freezing. But they had an amazing night together. Everything was just really relaxed, comfortable and unforced, just the way it was supposed to be. And that, as they say, was the start of that. We had lift-off, ladies and gentlemen. Now, once they started going out with each other properly, Hannah and Sam's feelings grew stronger and stronger. Neither was interested in messing around or playing games, and they could tell from quite early on that what they had was more than just serious, that it was properly serious. They knew that their future lay well and truly together. Now, despite Sam and Hannah both being engineers, they have their differences when it comes to dealing with the logistics of life. Hannah likes a plan. Sam likes to go with the flow, be planned. And Hannah always remembers stuff, whereas Sam doesn't. That's the deal. And while Sam is a natural cook, yeah, Hannah is a natural enjoyer of Sam's cooking. These things are all about balance. And they always align when it comes to having a boogie, eating good food, and playing video games. And they share the same values and principles and goals, a similar sense of humour, and are also always completely supportive of each other's aspirations in life. Over the years, they talked quite openly about what they wanted for the future and about one day getting married. But by the time it was approaching 10 years of them being together, Sam decided that enough was enough. He was going to grasp the nettle, grab the bull by the horns, whatever your preferred analogy is, but he was going to go for it and propose. Apparently Hannah's quite hard to hide things from, so Sam had a fair bit of sneaking around to do. He found an amazing jeweller and worked with them to design a beautiful engagement ring to be made out of rose gold, all going swimmingly well, until casually, as you do in conversation one night, Hannah let slip that she really didn't like rose gold very much at all. Cue a rushed, immediate, panicky phone call from Sam to the jeweller, who I believe had the goggles on and was about to start pouring the gold to make the ring. Thankfully, Sam managed to catch them just in time, and they made the change to normal gold. Close one, but he didn't get rumbled, and that's good. Anyway, when the ring arrived, Sam's plan had been to wait for a while and figure out exactly what he was going to do for a proposal, but he was starting to get nervous by this point, and he just couldn't wait anymore. So the very next day, it was go time. This is my favourite part. In the morning, Sam sent Hannah an overly formal Jane Austen level type text message, something that Mr. Darcy would have texted if that was an option, asking Hannah if she would do him the sincere honour of accompanying him on a stroll that very fine evening. So out they went on a walk at the Alba Glen. It was a lovely day, and Sam was gearing up to pop the question, until the shouts and chants of all the local BAMs started ringing out through the summer evening air. It did kill the mood slightly, and Sam decided to park the idea until they got home. Hannah did tell me that she'd kind of sort of twigged that something may have been about to happen and on the cards, just because Sam was being a little weird and quieter than normal, but then she kind of shook it out of her head and just decided that Sam was just weird. Now, when they got home, they were having a good laugh together, and when Hannah left the room around about 9 o'clock, Sam saw the opportunity. He quickly jumped up and put their favourite song on, which is Wash by Bon Iver, which was playing today as Hannah and the bridal party walked in. And then, just as Hannah came back in, Sam got down on one knee and asked her to marry him. It did get a little bit teary at this point, but Hannah, of course, replied with an immediate and definite yes. She said that it was a really, really beautiful, lovely moment, made all the more special because they were at home in their flat, and it linked everything back to the early days of their relationship. But we had an engagement on our hands, ladies and gentlemen, and Sam and Hannah then took themselves up to the Queen's House pub on the main street to celebrate with some champers. And it is strange, isn't it, if you think of everything that had to line up and come into play for these guys to arrive in each other's lives in the first place and to get to this point, all the different sliding doors moments, what ifs and what abouts that run through life. What if Joanna hadn't had a fancy dress party for her birthday? And then what if Sam's leech costume wasn't such a conversation starter? Or what if they both weren't so gorgeous? But whether you believe in destiny or serendipity and kismet and all these different things, or whether you don't, all these things did happen at the right time and they did line up. And that's how we find ourselves here this afternoon with your new shoes and fancy frocks on. Now, Sam and Hannah have decided to follow the ancient tradition of hand fasting in their wedding today. And this is where you formally unite a couple by binding their hands together with ribbon or cord. Or in this case, Hannah and Sam are going to make some beautiful material embroidered with the Talus crest, which was made by Martin. Where's Martin gone?
He's behind you.
All right, she's on. Hi, Martin. We had a good chat about this earlier. I should have taken a note of your seat as well. It's beautiful stuff. And also some ancient Murray of Athol tartan. Even though we claim this is an ancient Scottish thing, which is quite cool, similar customs are practiced throughout the world in loads of different cultures and have been for thousands of years. Apparently the Aztecs used to do this, and then they would tie their clothes together and then sacrifice somebody. So I think we'll probably just leave that there. Anyway, so, yeah, you know what to do. You can practice and, so hands out like so. And then here's a top of that. Now, like this, or like this? Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, got it, okay. That's fine. So if you put your hands, yes, all good. Okay. And then, let me turn it over.
Yeah.
There. So if you just keep your hands out like that, that's perfect. Just like so.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it goes on, it does go underneath.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that all right?
Yeah, we're done. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
let's just.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Fab. We did a wee practice earlier
did.
on, didn't we?
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's me taking over again.
Yeah. It's okay. Can't help it.
Yeah. So yeah. Thank you, grab
Yeah.
that one. And same here. And then I've got a wee bit more to say.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Cool, yeah.
All good. Just relax. Nothing's fine. So today, on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other forever, you're holding the hands of your best friend. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will love you and cherish you through the years. These are the hands that will celebrate with you when you're happy and comfort you when you're sad. These are the hands that will give you strength and support when you need it the most. And so, as your hands are joined together now, so may your hearts always be. That's it. Take a step back.
That worked. Yeah, perfect.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Thanks, Alan.
It's good, a step on your dress. So you're about to take your next step in your adventure, which began all those years ago. You've grown together, you've fallen in love, and hopefully learned from one another along the way. But when you find your best friend, your soulmate, someone who accepts you for being everything you are, who embraces your uniqueness and always has time to have fun, why wouldn't you lock that down? Why wouldn't you choose to spend the rest of your lives continuing to make each other happy? Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the focal point of our little ceremony today, where Hannah and Sam are going to exchange their legal and binding marriage declarations. And as a symbol of their love and commitment, and as a reminder of the promises that they're making today, they've also decided to exchange wedding rings. Cue Xander. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much,
Thanks, Xander.
Good work. These rings, carefully guarded by Xander, that was a good job, are a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. And while your hands will age, or one of you could quite easily lose it on a beach somewhere, it is the symbolism of this which will remain forever. So Sam, could you please take Hannah's ring?
Of course.
If you place it on Hannah's finger and repeat after me. I, Sam Murray,
I, Sam Murray,
accept you, Hannah Tallis, in marriage,
accept you, Hannah Tallis, in marriage,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
Your turn, Hannah. You can please repeat after me. I, Hannah Tallis,
I, Hannah Tallis,
accept you, Sam Murray, in marriage,
accept you, Sam Murray, in marriage,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
Sam and Hannah, you've chosen to marry and have pledged your love, respect and commitment for each other. You've promised to stand by each other through whatever your lives together may bring. And following the declarations made before me and in the presence of your witnesses, it's now my delightful duty to declare you married and pronounce you as husband and wife. It's now time to share your first kiss as a married couple. There we go. But, you can relax.
Yeah.
So we've got a little bit of legal stuff to take care of just now, so if I can ask our two witnesses, who are Sarah and Beth, to join us while we sign the marriage schedule. Just takes a couple of minutes, and we'll be right back with you shortly. Awesome. There you go. So I'm just going to finish things off.
Brilliant.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's us done. On behalf of Sam and Hannah, I'd like to thank you all for being here. I'm sure your love and wishes have warmed their little hearts. And I'd like to give my own best wishes for the future. You guys are cool. You need some folk like you. So once again, I'm a bit stuck down. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you're able, you can be upstanding. And raise the roof for the newly married Hannah and Sam.